You did the two. What did it do? Once again, the champ is here, baby. And we gonna get into an interview with your boy Southside, one of the real GOATs in hip hop today. Yes, I can finally say it. One of the real GOATs, a real legend. 2022, he's a real legend. You understand? This guy got it out the mud like a lot of producers didn't, really. You know what I mean? He was one of the first to really grow without needing a record label. You know, like he was super popping in Atlanta. Let's get into it. Fair use.
As a producer, I know sometimes you'll take like loops from other up and coming producers or certain shit. Like, how's your process in terms of like, do you still like look for loops or shit like that from like?
I don't really look for loops no more. I kind of.
It's crazy. They talking about looking for loops. Like, we in a time where loops is like everything. Man, listen. I've been producing before this, like when I remember I got approached, well, not approached physically, but online by companies when they started pushing loops, like selling loops. They wanted me to give them loops. And I said, yeah, I was cool with it, but I never went through with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy to hear them talk like this. You know what I mean? But let's get back into it.
Just sign the kids who got 5 loops now, because we used to go through too much shit with that shit. Like we'll take a kid that was nobody and blow him up and make him something, and then they start want to charge us like they us. Like,
nah,
you won't get a play.
That's crazy. Like, you gotta humble yourself. You know what I mean? Because you gotta understand, like, how you gonna, like, this Southside you got using your loops, working with the biggest artists. So you gotta find a way to, because you're going to get your credit. You know what I mean? Find a way to utilize that and pave your own way from there. You know what I mean? Let's get back into it.
Placement if I don't use your loop.
Yeah, it's like this. Not how
you
the
go
game
do
works.
this same shit with this same loop.
Like I just said, exactly.
And see if you even play it. See if you even can get it to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I started doing is I signed them first. I didn't sign probably over 40 kids in the last 2 years, 40 producers.
So you have your team of producers, and then from there, everyone just kind of contributes, and then you put your sauce on it, or sometimes will you make a beat and then send it to your guys to see if they can add to it?
I don't make beats with my guys.
You don't do that?
No. Like, I let them do them. If they make a
there
beat,
you go. I respect that.
Shit,
yeah. Well, you know, some. I mean, listen, some of your counterparts are not the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some of your counterparts,
I agree,
will just take a beat from some little homie they signed and just throw their tag on it.
I agree. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do that. That's not really my thing. Like, you know, unless I'm trying to take a kid that nobody knows completely, but I'm still going to put his tag in it. I'm still going to post him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm trying to take him from $0 to $15,000 a beat in 6 months, then I'm going to do some shit like that. It's the only way. Like, you feel me? But I'm still going to give him all the credit because...
See, and that's crazy. That's why I always respect the Southside, because not only was he a real dope and different producer at the time, because they was doing records for Atlanta that, like, because before him, Zaytoven, you know what I mean? Like he was the lit one. But when Southside came out, it was like, forget the little synths and stuff. Like, Southside 808s, he made it work. Like, he really made, I don't care what nobody said, he made 808s what it is. That's why 808 Mafia was the kings of this shit. You know what I mean? But, like, he's the real one because he used to put people on, and what a lot of people, and when we were younger, like when I was younger, that we don't see the OGs from when I was younger, like putting people on like that. You know what I mean? Like, we see them just trying to charge, you know, 100,000 for a beat and not even helping the next producer. You know what I mean? But shout out to Southside for that. That's a real one.
I need him to be. Like, my dream is to have a pub company full of celebrity producers. That's what 808 Mafia is.
I mean, I'm about to say, you pretty much kind of.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Yeah.
For you, like, because I do feel like being a producer is kind of like, it feels like such a saturated field to try to get involved in. And
oh, fuck no, we made it fun now. Me and Metro was talking about this other day.
But I was going to say, like, if you're an up and coming producer, how do you get, like, some people will do the type beats on YouTube. Some people will go on BeatStars and sell lease beats.
Yeah, that's
like,
back
if you're
then.
a
I hate
nobody,
BeatStars. I don't know why.
If you're a nobody,
I really hate BeatStars. You know why I hate BeatStars?
Why?
Because they like BeatStars selling these kids rights. So I know a kid that sold a beat on BeatStars. Actually, and lost everything for $1,000. It was a Moray record too. For $1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit cool at the time, but it's like,
I get it. Now he right. Hey, like he's right though. Like BeatStars, the idea is it does suck. You know what I mean? Because you'll sell a record because you know BeatStars is glamorized. You know, like it's glamorized. You know, sell beats, but you'll sell a record for nothing, and they'll make that look good to you. They'll sell that idea to you, and it's like no, like when in all reality, no, like that sucks. You know, all the rights get taken away, and it's like no, for what? You should have. But let's get back into it.
how I was raised, my mom and my dad taught me if you was ignorant, that's not my fault.
Yeah, you signed the paperwork.
Yeah, BeatStars. That's what you did with BeatStars. So if you put this beat up for sale for me on BeatStars, I'm gonna put my card on BeatStars and I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And buy your rights for $1,000. It's like, you know, I'm still gonna leave you as the producer, but
Yeah, you're gonna get your pub, or do you even get the pub?
they don't get no pub. That's what I'm saying.
Oh shit, you just
$1,000. I just bought your pub and
it's
everything.
a full buyout.
Yeah, but now we gotta understand is they change things now. Like they do give publishing, but you have to sign up for that separately. But they do give you your publishing. I think BeatStars they try. They don't want to be like SoundClick. I think that's the idea. But at the same time, BeatStars it's a business. You know what I mean? I don't think they're there to really. They're not obligated to really care about the producer. But I do get what he's saying though. But I think they're trying to change things to make it work out more for the producer. I do think they're trying now to like, you know what? Let's try to change history. You know what I mean? So I'll give it to them with that.
I'll let you keep your name on it, but
right.
I don't really like that. Like, you know, I feel like they should at least get them kids, let them keep half of it or, you know, something. I don't know.
What would be advice though you'd give to up and coming producers just in terms of like getting attention or getting just like what avenue should they go through to try to get?
You know, kids. What I noticed about a lot of these kids like to skip the step of things that like me, Metro, Lex Luger, Digital, like
Facts.
Mike Will, like they like to skip those steps of things that we went through.
Which steps?
The struggling, you know, having to go to sessions and just wait outside and hope I can get in and play beats, like shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and of course I make it where these kids can't skip steps, but it's like don't take this shit for granted. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a lot of late nights in the studio, and then even if someone cuts to your record, it might not ever fucking come out.
Right now, I was in the studio with Herb. It's 7 a.m., 8 a.m. this morning. I ain't bad. I'm going out for like 4 hours.
That's how it go. You know, like honestly, that is really how it is. Like I remember, like one of the first big artists I was working with was Joel Santana, and like we would leave this. I would go at like 8:00 p.m. and I would leave at like we'd be leaving like 6 in the morning. Like that's how it is. It's crazy like that. You know what I mean? It's a grind. You know, when I have to get work done in the city with partners of mine, it's like we there all night. You know what I mean? So it's like I know a lot of it could sound fun, but it's like sometimes it's work. A lot of times it's work. You know what I mean? You gotta work. You gotta, you know. And I don't sleep when I do that. Like when I work, I don't sleep. I hate sleep. I hate sleep so much. You know what I mean? But anyway, good interview. You know, Southside, you did your thing on that. Respect to you. Shout out to you, Southside. I do miss your records like that. But yeah, good interview. Thank you guys for checking me out. Damn, I know what's wrong with my throat. Hey, listen, don't get no ideas. It wasn't funny. Anyway, thank you guys for checking me out, listening, you know, joining the journey with me. Till next time, next shoot, I'll see you guys. Let's get out of here.